There's a couple questions about this race. Number one, who wants the distance of 1.1 miles? And also, I don't see much speed in this race. Who's going to the lead? Let's take a look at race number 7 at Aqueduct on Saturday. It's the Wither Stakes. It's 1.8 miles with a purse of $250,000. It is a Kentucky Derby prep race with 20 points going to the winner. The one horse, Global Steve, at 6-1, a perfect 2 for 2. His debut at Parks, won by 6.5. Next time out, stakes race over sloppy track, increases speed figure, won by 1.5 lengths. Robert Reed, well, he ships well at Aqueduct. Question is, does Global Steve want this distance? Well, first at route for Robert Reed, he's winning at 30%. That's pretty good. This horse's sire, well, he was a sprinter. Now, hard spun, the dam sire had no problems at all getting 1.8 miles. Trainer, he won this race last year. Getting 6-1 on the one horse Global Steve. I will use Global Steve on my tickets. Take a look at Surfside Moon, 15-1. His debut finished 4th, behind by 9. Next time out, Muddy Racetrack at Delaware, finished 3rd, pretty close 3rd. Then he put him on turf and broke his maiden by 1.25 lengths. In the stakes race, finished 5th. And last time out on turf, 6th place finish. I just can't get excited about those speed figures. I'm going to put him back on dirt again. You're getting 15-1 on a 2 horse. Surfside Moon. Take a look at Corvus, 12-1. His debut finished 4th at Saratoga. Next time out, it was sloppy track. Finished 3rd, but behind by 10. And finished 4th after that, behind by 11. He was finally able to break his maiden with Flavian Pratt aboard, winning by 3/4 length. And finished 4th at Aqueduct. And last time out, finished 2nd, but far behind by 12. His figures have increased a bit, but it's going to have to run faster than that. Getting 12-1 on the 3 horse. Corvus. Take a look at Uncle Jim at 3-1, trained by Brad Cox. His debut at Keeneland, won by 3. Next time out at this racetrack, 1 mile distance, finished 3rd, behind by 3.5. Does he want the distance? Well, his sire, City of Light, had no problem with the distance of 1.8 miles. And his dam sire, Tisnow could get 1.8 miles, 1.25 miles. Tisnow had no problems at all with 2-turn races. And Jose Lescano and Brad Cox, according to Equibase, in the past 5 years, Jose Lescano and Brad Cox are winning at a rate of only 4%. They're 1 of 25. Brad Cox was actually targeting an allowance race for this horse, but that race didn't fill. So now he's running them here. Getting 3-1 on the 4 horse. Uncle Jim. Take a look at Mo Quality at 3-1. His debut finished 2nd, behind by 3.25, 3 3/4. Next time out at Churchill, increased the speed figure, won by 1.5 lengths. Then he stretched him out to 1 16 miles. Smarty Jones finished 2nd in that race. His trainer was not pleased at all with Junior Alvarado. His trainer felt like that Junior was fighting his horse and didn't let him go. Actually, his quote was, the jockey was trying to pull his face off the first 3/4 of the race. So I went back. I looked at that race. I looked at it a couple of times. I didn't think it was that bad. Now I will say this horse was wide in the first turn. He was about 5 wide in the first turn for no reason. He shouldn't have been that wide. So Christopher Davis is changing jockeys to Kendrick Carmouche. According to his trainer, you say he will be forward in this race. I believe that, especially with Kendrick aboard. I think he's going to go to the front. Getting 3-1 on the 5 horse, Mo Quality. Does he want the distance? Well, his sire, Motown, won the Grade 2 Remsen, distance of 1.1 miles at this racetrack. I will use Mo Quality on my tickets. 5-2 is Captain Cook, trained by Richard Dutro. Didn't do so well in his debut, finishing 6th. Then he gave him the Dutro, and well, it's a different story. Over a sloppy track, at this racetrack, won by 9 1/4. Increased the speed figure nicely. Does he want the distance? Practical Joke, his sire, never won beyond a mile. The dam sire, Indian Charlie, had no problem with the distance of 1.8 miles. He was your Santa Anita Derby winner at 1.8 miles. Getting 5-2 on the 6 horse, Captain Cook. He should be forward in this race. I will use Captain Cook on my tickets. And to close out this field, it's the Audible that was made famous by Peyton Manning. Omaha Omaha. This horse, of course, is sired by Audible. It's a clever name for this horse. Getting 4-1 on the 7 horse, Omaha Omaha. 3 races back. Delaware won by 2.5. Next time out, he was far back. He was far back. He was 10 lengths behind. But he got a nice pace to run into. He won by 7. And the Jerome, once again, he was far behind. He's got to stop falling so far behind. It's a hard way to earn a living. But he closed nicely and finished 2nd. Behind by 3.5. He is showing increasing speed figures every race. Question is, what kind of paces he's going to have to run into in this one? Does he want the distance? Well, his sire Audible won the Florida Derby at the distance of 1.8 miles. And damn sire Kitten's Joy had no problems at all getting a 2-turn race. Getting 4-1 on the 7 horse, Omaha Omaha. I will use him on my ticket. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Captain Cook, Omaha Omaha, Mo Quality, and Global Steve. Horse I'm going to pick to win. I'm going to go with the 6 horse, Captain Cook. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.